Hey, what's going on? This is City Wrestling Radio, and I'm Korey Smith. He's Michael Vergara, and well, NXT Takeover 31 is happening this weekend, Sunday, September 4th? No, October 4th.
Special show, a very special show with how long of a build-up?
And we tend to like to talk about wrestling shows before they happen, because this is our NXT Takeover 31 prediction show. We haven't done one of these in a while. I think this is our first YouTube prediction show, right? Michael?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. But nonetheless, we are here. We're going to go through the whole card. Let's kick it off, I think, with the first. Well, before I get into it, what?
I mean, the show in general, in my opinion, it's very, very abrupt. Do you think so?
It is. I mean, we've had how many pay-per-views for WWE in the matter of, 6 weeks? 4 pay-per-views in 6 weeks? Payback, SummerSlam, Clash of Champions, and now NXT Takeover 31, which I like NXT Takeover. People can argue, hey, it's not a WWE pay-per-view, it's NXT Takeover.
It's just like the gap, the gap that you usually associate a takeover with between 30 and 31. I want to say this is probably the shortest it's ever been.
I liked how they had Takeover in your house, but then all of a sudden they're just like, fuck it, Takeover 30, 31. We're just
Do you think the fact that they needed a pay-per-view to build up towards just to boost ratings forward to NXT, like that's somehow going to fucking solve their ratings problem?
Well, I mean, in their mind, they're not running against anything right now either.
But they want to design their shows around pay-per-view builds
because it's easy. It's like I said on the B show. It's easy to just put somebody in a title hunt, because okay, that person won against this, they're gonna go for a title now. But it's not easy to build dynamic, good shows week in and week out with interesting storylines that don't involve titles, that don't involve a pay-per-view in a week. And I think NXT sometimes, WWE sometimes, most of the time, lacks that, which sucks, but. Nonetheless, takeovers are usually pretty good. We have a stacked 5-match card. Before we get into all of it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe at City Wrestling Radio on Facebook and Instagram, at CWR415 on Twitter, and just any podcast app on YouTube. Search City Wrestling Radio and like, share, and subscribe.
The subbies.
So, hey,
likies.
We're on the hunt to 100, okay? Once we get to 100, we're doing that live reaction show of, I don't know what yet. Collision in Korea or what? What are we going to do? Something really bad. We'll figure it out.
I hope not.
Let's kick it off with the first match of the night. We have Santos Escobar versus Isaiah Swervscott for the NXT Cruiserweight title. Now this is, I think, a return for both. They've both been out of action for a couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks, you say? Again, the lack of transparency in terms of just being gone for a couple of weeks.
I think Swerve was there last week, wasn't he? Yeah. But
okay, listen.
I'm listening.
It's a very, very, very serious. COVID's a very, very serious thing.
Yes.
And it's not. Sometimes I feel like you shouldn't just rush to assume that they have COVID.
Yeah, a lot of times it's just
they're just there. They're just doing it out of precaution, out of service of not just themselves but the people around them.
Yeah.
So I feel like I kind of just came off as, oh, they got COVID. Look at them.
Well, no,
not at all.
Well, a lot of the times too, it's look at them. It didn't Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. They were both pulled off of Clash of Champions because second time I said that Clash of Champions because of them coming into maybe contact with somebody who had it.
Yeah, and so I feel like they should be commended.
So.
But still inconsistent.
Well, Santos Escobar, Isaiah Swervescott. I think Santos Escobar is going to retain the NXT Cruiserweight title here. Although
what else they got? I mean, they got other people, I guess.
Yeah, they still haven't had. I don't know. Are they still going to continue the Jordan Devlin, Santos Escobar? They're both, aren't they? Isn't Santos the interim champion?
I think there are a couple of reasons why Jordan Devlin has been out of the picture.
Oh, really? After they're pushing Austin Theory and Velveteen Dream, there's a couple of reasons why. I just, to me, it's why are they pushing those guys?
Every story is different. Maybe there's a level. Maybe there's a level of legitimacy to each accusation involved with everybody involved.
I'm not saying, oh, I don't care what Jordan Devlin did. Push him. It's just, I don't know. Just do something about it.
Why are they pushing anybody, dude?
Do something about it then. Anyways. So what do you think of who do you think's going to walk out of this with the title?
Okay, Swervscott. I feel like he should be doing something more, but then what would that be? Being cruiserweight champion. I see. Okay, now to me in this match, I feel like it's for me to decide who has more upswing, not being cruiserweight champion.
Yeah.
So I think
Swervescott does.
I think Swerve should win so that so that Santos Escobar can go on to better things. Because I feel like Santos Escobar has more of an upswing.
Yeah.
And that's too bad because I love Swervescott as well.
Yeah. I mean, they're both great competitors. They're going to have a hell of a match no matter what. So, our next match of the night is a singles match, pure wrestling match. No, not a pure wrestling match. I'm sorry, a singles match. Kushida.
It's in ROH, no matter
there are
a lot of people from ROH.
It's not Edge. It's not Edge versus Randy Orton. I'll say that much. Kushida versus Velveteen Dream. Definitely not Edge versus Randy Orton. I mean, what is there really much to say about this except for Kushida's really been there pushing this new vicious side of Kushida, who they want to push him. They have ever since he came into NXT, and maybe he's had some setbacks with moving here. That was a big thing on his thing. He broke
his wrist. Have you ever broke your wrist before?
No, I broke my nose.
Sucks, man.
Somebody pushed me in the face. Yeah, but I see Kushida winning this. I don't think there's really any reason for Velveteen Dream to win.
And what do you do with Velveteen Dream after this?
Well, fuck. Isn't he supposed to be on the main roster 2 years ago?
So you want him to be on the main roster?
No, but you're asking me what to do with him. You're asking me legit. If I was working there, what would I do with him? I'd move him to the main roster because hell, they have Matt Riddle up there. They seem to be okay with him. Just get him off NXT at that point. At least get him off NXT, because I like NXT.
You know what I do?
What would you do?
I'd have Velveteen Dream be off anything.
Well, yeah,
that's really the answer.
But they're not. Have they fired him? No.
Yeah, no. They made this bed. They have made this decision and they're going with it.
So
to continue on with one Patrick Clark.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man.
You got Kushida?
I got Kushida on this one.
I don't care what my heart or brain says here. I'm just going Kushida.
I don't care about this match.
Well,
yeah.
Hopefully it'll be 30 seconds.
Really it.
Hopefully it'll be only 30 seconds long. For some reason, I'm just going to do what I think is next.
You're reading off the Wikipedia entry.
Yeah. Damien Priest versus Johnny Gargano for the NXT North American title. Well,
it'll be a good match.
Ending this last week, NXT, we had Johnny Gargano getting the pin on Damien Priest. It's definitely going to be a good match. Both these guys, Damien Priest has really turned it around for me. When he first came into NXT, I was like, oh, fuck. Punishment Martinez, great. I don't care about this guy.
But apparently he is a guy who has exceedingly benefited from a WWE style and setting.
Yeah, and he's a vampire, so that's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure he's a vampire.
Okay.
A rock and roll vampire, if you ask me.
I have no arguments against it, so
I'm
just gonna stand here. I'm just gonna sit here.
And I think Johnny Gargano has had a lot of title shots, and I think he's had a lot of title reigns. So
I think he's just at that point where he's just at that point of his career where he's just putting dudes over now.
That's exactly what I was going to say, because I think Damien Priest is going to retain the North American title here. I don't see any upswing, just like we were saying earlier. I don't see any upswing to Gargano having the title, or I don't see any real big upswing to Priest not having the title.
So Priest keeps the title.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Priest wins.
Me too.
Priest retains.
But then Johnny Gargano.
Well, he's playing this.
He insists on staying on NXT, and I don't blame him one bit to do that. But this is what it is now.
Yeah. Well, he's doing the couples gimmick with his wife, who he's actually a couple with, so it's not a gimmick at all. So I think that's honestly where he's going to go, and I think they're putting him more as like the annoying boyfriend or the annoying husband.
The cheerleader.
Yeah, exactly. The husband who cheers the wife on because he can't earn his money. That's a heel. Ooh. Oh my God, it's a supportive husband. You know what I mean? You know what I mean.
Yeah, I do know what you mean. That's why I'm shaking my head.
Supportive husband. And then, that leads us into our next match, I think, of the night. Is going to be an NXT Women's Championship match. Candice LeRae versus Io Shirai. I think we'll have the title change here. I think Candice LeRae will win the title here off of Io Shirai. Yeah.
Getting out of there.
You think so? Well, I heard
with the loss of Kairi Sane, I think so.
I heard that she was trying to get out of there completely, right? There's been rumors of that for a couple of months now.
For quite some time, but then that was before she got the title.
And, I'm not going to say much about this, but, I don't know how close her and Hana were or if they were close at all. But when
they were pretty close.
But Kairi, I know
her and Kairi were closer.
They were very close, and I think losing a friend, I can't say for sure if that pushed Kairi to saying, you know what, I just want to go start my family. I want to be with my friends and family.
I don't blame her.
I don't blame her either. If that was the case, I don't blame her. And if that's what Io's thinking too, I don't blame her either. Also, an upswing of Io losing this title, her on the main roster. I know that's the solution for pretty much everything.
But I thought you were speculating that Io was leaving. Now you think she's going to the main roster?
No, I'm not speculating that she's leaving. I've heard rumors in the past. I'm just saying it could happen. Her leaving or her going to the main roster, basically her not on NXT is a huge possibility. That's what I'm speculating.
Of course, yeah. No, with the loss of Kairi Sane, that very much seems like a possibility. But then, yeah, what does that mean for that division as a whole then? To have heel Candice LeRae. I mean, Tegan Nox, as we mentioned on the B show, is
Shotzi
on the shelf. Yeah, you can get
Shotzi. They're building up. They're building up Shotzi pretty big with her getting the win over Dakota Kai this last week. And Shotzi
makes sense.
And Shotzi, she's really like compared to when I used to see her at APW, like she's come a long way.
She's someone else who has improved from the WWE setting and style and all
she
that
has.
Stuff.
She's become a lot like more fluid in her match. And that Io Shirai match she had a couple weeks ago. Oh my God, that was so good.
It was so much better than Tomohiro Ishii versus Minoru Suzuki.
Yes, it was. Thank you, Michael. I agree with you on that. It was definitely a 7 out of 10, not a 6 out of 10. Well, who do you think's going to win this match? Where do you think? Do you think Io's winning or?
Ultimately, I think Io's winning.
Okay.
Despite me like spending minutes on the whole thing, I just, I don't know.
Yeah. No, Io's a great champion too.
That's why.
So, and then we go to our main event. Well, it should be the main event. Finn Balor versus Kyle O'Reilly.
It's probably going to be the main event.
The Irish boy versus the Irish American boy. Wait, he's Canadian, right? The Irish Canadian boy. I don't know. Anyways, I think he's from Canada. I mean, okay. There's a couple.
He is Canadian.
Yeah. There's a couple of ways this can go. I mean, does Kyle O'Reilly pull an upset and win the title? And and they start a whole new division. They say, you know what, we're going to start a new NXT because who was supposed to be champion right now?
The small boys division.
NXT
was always kind of like that.
Karrion Kross is supposed to be champion right now, is what I'm saying.
True.
How many people has this title been through so far? So they don't really know what they're doing with this title. With Kyle O'Reilly as a champion, he's former Ring of Honor champion too. We can't forget that. With him being an NXT champion, maybe getting kicked out of Undisputed Era via like Triple H, Randy Orton style, out of Evolution, it could happen, and they could say, you know what, let's try this, or
indeed, let's try this.
Or Finn Balor just completely wipes the floor with him, and he still gets kicked. Either way, I think he's getting kicked out of Undisputed Era. I don't know.
Post-match, Triple H, Randy Orton kind of thing, even though Randy Orton won his match.
Like, I think, even if he loses, I think Adam Cole's going to be like, hey, man, don't worry. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Last shot.
And then boom!
What's my ultimate pick, though?
It's Finn Balor.
It's Finn Balor retaining the title. But if you think about the upswing thing, Finn Balor can do without NXT title, but he just won it, so Finn Balor.
Yeah, he just won the thing. He's going to lose it on his first defense. What does that say about Finn Balor, dude?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great match. In fact, this whole takeover looks pretty sweet.
Tasty, if you know what I mean. A snack, like you said, I think earlier in the show, or off air.
Yeah.
My disc space is almost full, so I think that's where we have to end the show. Let's get out of here, though. Real talk. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe at City Wrestling Radio or at CWR4 and 5, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out on all your podcast apps, and check us out on YouTube. Subscribe, please. The road to 100. Collision in Korea, our live stream reactions. All right, guys.
Stop saying that, or else we're gonna have to fucking do it.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. We'll see you actually after NXT Takeover 31. See you this Sunday. Oh no, me and Jose will see you first. Okay, with our Retro Heat Show. Bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there you go.